Knuckles make this beat. Knuckles, I like it. I like it.
Baby boy, I swear they just my exes. I don't know why they texting me right now. They just mad cause you're my next thing. Shine brighter than the lightning. I put you on a pedestal. They're just my exes. I don't know why they calling me right now. They just mad cause you're my next thing. Shine brighter than the lightning. You're exciting. I try to show you. I try to show you. I try to show you. Whoa, where you tryna go? Where you tryna go? Why you gotta throw tantrums over things you don't even know? Why you gotta leave at a fast pace? Come here, let me sit on your face. Let you feel how good that
Minenhle Nokulunga Ndaba, also known as MJ Summers, hails from Durban and started her professional music career in 2018, where she released her single Too Good For That. She then followed up with her next single in 2019 titled I'm That Girl. She is an R&B and soul music star whose roots were formulated in church. She went on to release her EP Fungani, which has received rave reviews, and she now joins us to tell us more about her musical career. MJ Summers, a very good morning to you. Thanks for joining us. Welcome to Morning Live.
Thank you so much for having me.
Now take us through how you got into music and how growing up in KwaZulu-Natal influenced you as an artist.
Everyone in my family was really into music and everyone could sing or everyone was an instrumentalist. So essentially it was inevitable for me to want to do this thing on a serious note. And, also looking up to multiple Durban artists who are great vocalists had a huge influence on me. So, yeah.
Okay. And I did mention in the intro that you are an R&B and soul star, but in greater detail, and for those that don't know you, how would you describe your sound?
I definitely say it's very soulful, very R&B. I try to put a very mature spin to it, like 90s R&B, maybe a little bit of 80s influence, especially with lyricism. So yeah, I definitely say it's like a more mature R&B sound in that sense.
Okay. And you released your EP Fungani. Who did you work with on this EP? And just take us through the entire creative process.
I worked with my producer. His name is Narcos. So he produced, engineered everything. So it was literally just him and myself because I did all the writing, and Tiny Films also did the album cover and the visuals for it. So the creative process, is always unpredictable. Some songs it would take me a couple of days to finish writing. Some songs it would literally take me about 30 minutes. So, but it was quite a ride. The creative process was quite a ride.
Okay. And now, MJ, you have said that you want your music to be the voice of the voiceless, isn't it? So why is this important for you? And what is that message that is encapsulated in music that will allow you to become that voice?
I definitely think that I want to encourage people to be honest in their music, and I want to encourage more R&B influence within this country. It's starting to get there, but I also want to be one of the people that encourage people who want to do R&B, who aspire to do R&B, and that are still doing R&B to just carry on.
And speaking of R&B here in South Africa, let's talk about the growth of this particular genre, because so many artists are now adopting the latest trends in terms of the emergence of new genres. Do you think that the R&B will be going to, moving to greater heights?
Absolutely. I mean, just the amount of R&B artists that have come out this year. I could, just to name a few, there's like Ellie Stone, there's obviously myself, there's Tando, she's incredible, there's obviously Elaine, there's Joda Jose, there's quite a number. So I think we're well on our way with the growth of R&B and especially its influence. So yes, definitely.
And I take it that you'll be sticking to R&B for quite a while now, or for quite some time. So what really fascinates you about this particular genre, MJ?
I always say that R&B chose me.
Okay. Okay.
The R&B from the moments where my dad started making me listen to Curtis Mayfield or Frankie Beverly and Maze or the SOS Band. I always really liked soul music, a whole lot of funk and a whole lot of R&B. And I mean, as a child, a 10-year-old, I started being obsessed with Joe Scott, who was doing a whole lot of neo soul jazz. So it was inevitable. I always say that it chose me.
Yes.
It just happened.
When did it all start, though?
It started from a very young age because obviously I started singing at church. And then when I was like, 9, 10, I started listening to a whole lot of soulful artists. And then when I was about 17, I started taking it seriously by like doing live shows and live performances. And then in 2018, I started actually being a recording artist because that's when I released my first single. So it was quite a process, but it started very, very early, like this whole music thing and singing and loving R&B.
Okay, and having started in 2018, where you released your first single, Too Good for That, and then you followed it up with the next single in 2019, I'm That Girl, and now you've got the latest. It seems like you are a very busy person and you don't rest on your laurels. So where to from here? Are we gonna be receiving more singles or perhaps a full album?
I can't really say, but you'll definitely be receiving more music. I'm still going to be very active within the music scene, maybe some visuals here and there. But we'll see. I always like to, put the elements of surprise into it.
Yeah, we love surprises, hey. And where and how can people get hold of your music? How do we connect with you?
People can get my music on all digital platforms except for Jukes. But yeah, you can get it on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, Deezer, Tidal, you name it. On social media, on my Twitter, I'm mj.summersx. And on Instagram, I'm mj.summersx. On Twitter, I'm mj_summersx.
All right, MJ Summers, great chatting to you, and all the best in your music. Keep on keeping on, and we are waiting for that surprise. We love surprises.
Thank you so much. Peace and love to everyone.
All right, great stuff. Have a good day, MJ. Well, that was MJ Summers talking to us about her musical journey.